Hi, my name is Joe Blankenship. I work with the City Planning and Development Department. Welcome to the Weekly Report. As you may be aware, the City Planning and Development Department has been working with other city agencies over the past 2 years to create a comprehensive update to the city's bicycle master plan, Bike KC. This is all in an effort to help make biking in Kansas City a little bit more fun and a lot easier. Some of the projects already in the works include the 12th and Grand KCATA project, which is the city's first floating bus stop. So why is it called a floating bus stop? Floating bus stop allows the cyclist to move past the bus stop without interacting with passengers getting on and off the bus. This will help realize a vision of fully protected bike lanes on Grand Boulevard over time. Some of the other projects that you probably see in and around the town include the General Obligation Bond project on North Oak, which will incorporate a shared use trail, and Inglewood Road, which will incorporate bike lanes. If you would like more information on updates to the finalization of the KC Bike Plan, please visit kcmo.gov/KC Bike Plan over the coming weeks to get all your updates that you will need. The department focuses on two key areas: planning services, which include creating long-range plans, reviewing current development projects, and preserving our city's historic assets, and development services, such as the issuance of permits, plans management, and inspections. The City Planning and Development Department is instrumental in oversight of the Building and Rehabilitation Code and the Zoning and Development Code, among others. We are a dynamic department made up of dedicated employees and varying expertise. Adding a room or garage to your home? Installing a driveway or building a fence? These are all activities that may require a permit through the City Planning and Development Department. Our code's hotline is always at the ready to answer any and all of your questions about what does and does not require a permit. Are you a developer looking to build in Kansas City? We do that too. Our divisions work hand in hand to take projects from paper to skyline in an efficient way so that we can keep Kansas City open for business. Our department is vast, but our mission is focused. We are here to help write the story of Kansas City, Missouri, and you are a co-collaborator in this effort. We want to engage with you, whether it's at our nearly 300 committee and neighborhood meetings held each year, through our social media, over the phone, or in person. As you know, February is African American History Month. Our Historic Preservation Office is working with the community to create an African American Heritage Trail in Kansas City. Join us on Wednesday, February 27th from 5:30 to 7 for our third African American Heritage Trail meeting at the Black Archives of Mid-America, located at 1722 East 17th Terrace. To keep up to date with what's happening with the City Planning and Development Department, visit kcmo.gov/planning. I'm Joe Blankenship with the Weekly Report. Here's some more great videos.
We've been getting a lot of questions about potholes from the media and from our residents. That's why we invited reporters out to explain how we fill potholes and what it takes to get those holes fixed. If you look at last year, in the first 6 months of 2018, last winter at this time, we had 256 potholes that were reported to our 311 center. This year, 1,400, and that's just the ones that have been reported. So that is 5 times as many potholes reported this year for the first 6 weeks of the year.
Are city crews overwhelmed by the numbers?
Well, I'll tell you what, it is a challenge. And I want to point out that we have, on a good day like today, this is a week where we can really get caught up because the weather is cooperating, right? We have 8 to 10 crews out around the city right now. We've assembled a few here to be able to show you how we actually do this. But all over the city right now, we have multiple crews working. So we're trying to get caught up. And of that 1,400, 802 have been repaired already. That still leaves 600 to go. And I also want to point out, like on this block alone, you might know that we got 1 or 2 calls to 311, right? But just look at the street. That counts as 50 or 60 potholes just in this one block alone, where they're all lined up down the center line there. So there are more potholes than are actually reported. We know that, but we want people to call 311 because that's how we know where the potholes are, so we can get out there and we can fix them.
Is there any thought of devoting more resources to the problem?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, one staff study showed that if we had $45 million a year to go to road repairs, that would be where we'd need to be as a city. Right now the budget has about $10 million. The budget request that's going to be revealed tomorrow would take that up to $16 million. I have a job for y'all. We have 30 openings in Public Works right now for maintenance workers and equipment operators, and we'd love to put you to work fixing potholes. It's a good job, good benefits, decent pay. The city also has a pension plan still. A lot of folks don't know that, but we're a good place to work and we'd love to hire you. And that's 30 jobs just in Public Works. There are similar openings in aviation and in parks and in neighborhood services as well.
So that's part of the problem, is a shortage of manpower.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we could put more people to work, and we're ready to do that. But it is what it is. I mean, you look around at the economy right now, we have a booming economy. That's good for Kansas City, but it also means there's a lot of competition for jobs. We now have something called thump pads. Interesting name. What does it do? This is something so that when our supervisors and inspectors are driving around the city a lot and they see a huge crater of a pothole, they can grab a thump pad out of their truck, throw it in the hole, creates a much better ride for you as a driver, so you're not falling in that hole, and then they can call in the repair and get a crew out there more quickly. So we've got some of those here we can show you today.
The procedure when we're doing a pothole, we come to the pothole, we make sure no debris, no ice or water is in it. Then we use, after we clean it out, then we use a adhesive called tack, and tack bind the new asphalt to the street and to the old asphalt. So we tack them up real good. Then we either put hot mix or cold mix. We've been using cold mix because it's better, got more emulsion in it, more oils in it for the winter time because it's wet. So, and then that worked better. Then we put it in, we spread it out, then we vibrate it to compact it in so it can stay more. So that's the procedure, and we just do it and make sure everything right. Because I drive these streets and I don't want my tires busted, so I make sure that they are right.
These guys are working every single day, and they don't do just potholes. These are guys who go out and they are plowing the streets, they're helping with the branch pickup, so it's been a tough winter for them as well. I mean, they have been essentially going back and forth between plowing streets and patching potholes, back and forth, back and forth. A lot of 12-hour shifts, a lot of weekend work. They worked even on the Super Bowl. That day we were nice to them and cut the shift back from 12 hours to 8 hours. So again, it's a tough job. We appreciate the work they're doing out here, and I think a big tip of the hat to these guys who are out here every single day trying to do this.
What would you do if you witnessed someone collapse due to a sudden cardiac arrest and they are non-responsive? We all know to call 911, but did you know that there is a new hands-only CPR protocol that doesn't require mouth-to-mouth resuscitation? Check to see if they're responsive by asking if they're okay.
Are you okay?
If they're unresponsive, immediately call 911. Remember, hands-only CPR is not meant to replace any emergency medical services. With an ambulance on the way, position them on their back on a hard, flat surface. Check for pulse and breath sounds. If no breath sounds or pulse are detected, immediately begin chest compressions. Remember, no mouth-to-mouth. Place your hands together and interlock your fingers. Press the heel of your hand into the center of the chest. Press down firmly about 2.5 inches depth into the chest. Firm, fast, quality chest compressions at 100 to 120 beats a minute is ideal. Continue quality chest compressions until the ambulance arrives. Remember, hands-only CPR works by doubling the person's chance of surviving. For more information, contact us at 816-513-4622.
Miles of creeks, streams, and rivers wind through Kansas City, and they all eventually lead to the Missouri River. Because Kansas City gets its drinking water from the Missouri River, the health of these smaller creeks and streams is important to KC Water, and that's where this team comes in.
Streams are like sink for whoever does not behave right by the stream.
Several times a year, Jing Tao and Michael Radabaugh wade into local waters with containers and tools to measure water quality. They're checking for E. coli, solids, metals, and other contaminants.
This equipment we have is to measure the flow in the stream. For these Kansas City, Missouri streams, most of them are wadable, which means they are shallow enough you can walk across.
Samples go to KC Water's laboratory, and the results are sent to the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. KC Water is required to do this to protect water quality across the city. Since Radabaugh started water testing in 2014, he's seen one problem get worse: litter.
There's more litter and more solids in the water than there was in 2014 because people throw out their cigarette butts, their shredded paper. The plastic bags get shredded.
Everyone plays a role in protecting water quality, so please don't litter, bag up all yard waste, and avoid applying too much lawn fertilizer.
Because whatever you overdo on your yard, they end up in the stream.
It isn't just humans who benefit from cleaner creeks, streams, and rivers.
Litter bags that you throw out there with all your McDonald's and stuff pollutes the water that the deer, the raccoons, the possums, and the other things that have to drink out of this water are getting all that stuff leached into their water. So if you don't want it in your water, why would they want it in their water?
For KC Water, I'm Brooke Givens.
Are you looking for information on trash collection, how to file a police report, or how to get a business license? The information you're looking for is as easy as getting on the city's website and filling in the blanks. Simply enter what you are searching for in the search bar. The search results will pop up. There's no need to click on any buttons or scroll down through the drop-down menu. You can also receive lots of city information directly to your email. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click on the newsletters link. You can also go to kcmo.gov/subscribe. The city regularly emails news releases, newsletters, information from council members, and much more. Just sign up with your email address and select the information you would like to receive. To watch additional videos on city services and programs, check the FYIKC website at kcmo.gov/FYIKC or visit our YouTube page at youtube.com/KCMOCCO.